Question 1. What are the middleware functions in Node.js? Middleware functions are functions that have access to the request object aka rec, the response object aka res, and the next function in the application's request-response cycle. Middleware functions can perform the following tasks: execute any code, make changes to the request and the response objects, end the request-response cycle, call the next middleware in the stack. If the current middleware function does not end the request-response cycle, it must call the next function to pass control to the next middleware function. Otherwise, the request will be left hanging. The following figure shows the elements of a middleware function call. Here we see 1. Get is an HTTP method, and / is the path for which the middleware function applies. 2. Function is the middleware function which accepts HTTP request, rec, response, res, and next as the callback argument. Middleware functions that return a promise will call the next value method when they reject or throw an error. Next will be called with either the rejected value or the thrown error. Question 2. Explain the use of next in Node.js. The next is a function in the Express router which executes the middleware, succeeding the current middleware example. To load the middleware function, call the app. Use method, specifying the middleware function. For example, the following code loads the mylogger middleware function before the route to the route path. Note: the next function is not a part of the Nodejs or Express API, but is the third argument that is passed to the middleware function. The next function could be named anything, but by convention it is always named next. To avoid confusion, always use this convention. Question 3. Why to use Express.js? Express.js is a Node.js web application framework that provides broad features for building web and mobile applications. It is used to build a single-page, multi-page, and hybrid web application. Features of Express.js: 1. Fast server-side development. The features of Node.js help Express saving a lot of time. 2. Middleware. Middleware is a request handler that has access to the application's request-response cycle. 3. Routing. It refers to how an application's endpoint's URLs respond to client requests. 4. Templating. It provides templating engines to build dynamic content on the web pages by creating HTML templates on the server. 5. Debugging. Express makes it easier as it identifies the exact part where bugs are. The Express.js framework makes it very easy to develop an application which can be used to handle multiple types of requests like the get, put, and post and delete requests. Please look at the example below. Question 4. Why should you separate Express app and server? Keeping the API declaration separated from the network-related configuration, port, protocol, etc., allows testing the API in process, without performing network calls, with all the benefits that it brings to the table. Fast testing execution and getting coverage metrics of the code. It also allows deploying the same API under flexible and different network conditions. Hit the like button and subscribe for more useful questions and answers for your job interview preparation. Question 5. What are some of the most popular packages of Node.js? Here is the list: Async, Browserify, Bower, CSV, Debug, Express, Grunt, Gulp, Happy, HTTP Server. Let's look in detail. Async. Async is a utility module which provides straightforward, powerful functions for working with asynchronous JavaScript. Browserify. Browserify will recursively analyze all the required calls in your app in order to build a bundle you can serve up to the browser in a single script tag. Bower. Bower is a package manager for the web. It works by fetching and installing packages from all over, taking care of hunting, finding, downloading, and saving the stuff you're looking for. CSV. CSV module has 4 sub-modules which provide CSV generation, parsing, transformation, and serialization for Node.js. Debug. Debug is a tiny Node.js debugging utility modeled after Node Core's debugging technique. Express. Express is a fast, unopinionated, minimalist web framework. It provides small, robust tooling for HTTP servers, making it a great solution for single-page applications, websites, hybrids, or public HTTP APIs. Grunt is a JavaScript task runner that facilitates creating new projects and makes performing repetitive but necessary tasks such as linting, unit testing, concatenating, and minifying files, among other things, trivial. Gulp is a streaming build system that helps you automate painful or time-consuming tasks in your development workflow. Hoppy is a streaming build system that helps you automate painful or time-consuming tasks in your development workflow. HTTP server is a simple zero-configuration command-line HTTP server. It is powerful enough for production usage, but it's simple and hackable enough to be used for testing, local development, and learning. Question 6. How can you make sure your dependencies are safe? The only option is to automate the update security audit of your dependencies. For that, there are free and paid options. npm outdated, trace by rising stack, nsp, greenkeeper, snike, npm audit fix. Question 7. What are the security mechanisms available in Node.js? 1. Helmet module. Helmet helps to secure Express applications by setting various HTTP headers like X-frame options to mitigate clickjacking attacks, strict transport security to keep your users on HTTPS, XXSS protection to prevent reflected XSS attacks, XDNS prefetch control to disable browsers. DNS prefetching. 2. JOI module. Validating user input is one of the most important things to do when it comes to the security of your application. Failing to do it correctly can open up your application and users to a wide range of attacks, including command injection, SQL injection, or stored cross-site scripting. To validate user input, one of the best libraries you can pick is JOI. JOI is an object schema description language and validator for JavaScript objects. 3. Regular expressions. Regular expressions are a great way to manipulate texts and get the parts that you need from them. However, there is an attack vector called regular expression denial of service attack, which exposes the fact that most regular expression implementations may reach extreme situations for specially crafted input that cause them to work extremely slowly. The regular expressions that can do such a thing are commonly referred as evil rejexes. These expressions contain grouping with repetition inside the repeated group, repetition, or alternation with overlapping. Here are some examples. 4. Security TX. Security TX defines a standard to help organizations define the process for security researchers to securely disclose security vulnerabilities. Question 8. What is NPM in Node.js? NPM stands for Node Package Manager. It provides following two main functionalities. It works as an online repository for Node.js packages modules which are present at nodejs.org. It works as command-line utility to install packages, do version management and dependency management of Node.js packages. NPM comes bundled along with Nodejs installable. We can verify its version using the following command, npm-version. NPM helps to install any Node.js module using the following command, npm install module name. For example, install a module called Express. npm install Express. Question 9. Why npm shrinkwrap is useful? npm shrinkwrap lets you lock down the versions of installed packages and their descendant packages. It helps you use same package versions on all environments, development, staging, production, and also improve download and installation speed. After installing packages using npm install or npm install package name and updating your node modules folder, you should run npm shrinkwrap. It should create new npm shrinkwrap.json file with information about all packages you use. Next time, when someone calls npm install, it will install packages from npm shrinkwrap. JSON and you will have the same environment on all machines.